I don't see their brand ever recovering to the strength that it was in the past.
You mentioned sort of, focusing on the brand deals that they have going. And I think that's interesting because we had this rumor about a week ago where Meghan was going to be the face of Dior. And then Dior came out and said, no, absolutely not. We have nothing, we're not working with her. At the same time, Harry has been wearing a lot of bespoke Dior. So we sort of have this weird brand deal going on here where they're not working with them, but they clearly are working with them. Do you think this is a problem for Dior as a brand? And are people still going to buy into the brands that they're connected with?
First, as far as with Dior, I think Dior thinks it's a problem. Otherwise, they would not have issued that statement right away. And I've also heard, too, that from some of my sources, that people on the marketing side and the legal side are trying to talk to him not to wear it.
Wow, interesting.
So that there's no connection. I think, regardless of what brand they're involved with right now, the brand's going to suffer until they begin their rebranding, until they begin showing that they're more than just attacking the royal family and out for themselves. And I think that's what's hurt them so much, is this perception that they're just out for everybody. I think his brief appearance at the coronation, for example, and how he flew back right away, that did damage to him. All the back and forth with the royal family. And I think also a lot of these brands, Netflix and others, they don't want to be caught up in this swirl that seems to be revolving around them in the battle with the royal family. They're concerned about that. They're concerned of how consumers are going to react. In America, for example, we have that love-hate relationship with the royal family. People are fascinated by it, even if they don't want a monarchy in the United States. And brands are listening to it. And brands like Netflix and others are also listening and viewing polling, not just in the United States and the UK, but in other foreign markets as well, to see how they're coming across. And the other thing is, too, I've heard as well that various stars in Hollywood do not want to be associated with them because the rumor is they're very difficult to deal with. And the other thing is they don't want Meghan or Harry knifing them in the back at some point. And there's a fear of that. That's another thing I've heard, even with Spotify and with some of the others, is there was a fear that as they proceeded with these deals, if something happened and the two of them were not happy, they would turn on them as they did with the royal family.
Seems like they really backed themselves into a corner here.
They really have. And that's why I said I don't see their brand ever recovering to the strength that it was in the past.
Yeah. Do you think that maybe their inner circle are maybe encouraging them to bridge that gap between the royal family? Because it feels like maybe at that point, if they come together and mend fences, that could help their brand. Because I think, everybody likes a redemption story. So maybe this could be the first step in that.
I think everyone's on their inner circle, or anyone who's a PR professional would be advising it. Because as you said, everyone likes that forgiveness, that redemption, the prodigal son returning home. And it would be a great photo op, of course, and great media. The problem is, have they dug themselves into such a hole that they can't do it or feel they can't do it?
For more news content and exclusive interviews, make sure to hit the sub, like, and bell button down below and visit usmagazine.com.